Can the law of attraction help you grow your real estate business and make more money? That's the question I want to answer for you today, and I think that my answer is actually going to surprise you. And by the way, you can call it the law of attraction or manifesting, the law of vibration, the universal law, the secret, whatever. It's all literally the same thing. But whatever you call it, I guess we should first take a look at, like, is it even a real thing? Or is it just this like complete woo-woo nonsense? So let's get into it. Actually, before that, the first question would be, what is the law of attraction? Now, a common definition you come across is something like everything that comes into your life, everything you experience, it does so through the magnetic power of your thoughts. Now, to me, that sounds silly. That's just me, though. I do like the Abraham Hicks definition, that which is like unto itself is drawn, which is another way of just saying like attracts like. When you boil all of this down, it means if you spend most of your time thinking about good stuff, you'll start noticing more good stuff, whether that's opportunities, lucky breaks, whatever. But if you spend most of your time thinking about bad stuff, more bad stuff is just going to kind of find its way into your world. So let's be more specific. Are you running around all day thinking things like, I don't have any time, I'm so overwhelmed, I feel so disorganized? Because you can do that if you want, go for it. But if those are your predominant thoughts, right, especially if you have emotions attached to them, you're just going to find more of that. There's going to be more of that in your world, right? Or the other part of that, the other side of that coin, do you spend most of your time thinking about closing big deals? Having so many sales listings that it's time to upgrade your accountant and hire an assistant, or maybe start your own team. So look, people that are way, way into the woo-woo aspect of all this, they will tell you that your thoughts are magical, and that when combined with emotions, they send out like these vibrations into the universe, and the universe sends you back whatever it is that you're focused on. Kind of like, I don't know, if you're ordering off of a menu at a restaurant or something. So I don't know about all that, but what I do know is that there is absolute concrete science that's behind this, okay? I'm saying there isn't a magical or mystical thing about this. And by the way, before I forget, if you ever want to go deeper into any of my trainings, and if you are thinking about working with a performance coach, otherwise known as me, you can head on over to doublemygci.com. I put up a 3 or 4 question form on there. It's going to take you all about 60 seconds to fill that out. Once you do that, you're going to get a link to my calendar. You book a free Double My GCI Strategy Zoom call with me. I'll take a look at where you're at in your business, where you want to be, and then we'll see if I can help get you from point A to point B. Now, there's no obligation on that call to hire me, nothing like that. All right, where was I? Oh, okay. Let's get a little nerdy about your brain here for a second, okay? And guys, I need you to get that when you understand this, right? When you really get this and you put it to use, because nothing you learn works if you don't actually apply what you've learned on a consistent basis, right? Guys, I'm telling you point blank, it can have an exponential effect on your revenue. So let's talk about your reticular activating system, otherwise known as your RAS. Now, your RAS is a neural network. It's inside your brainstem. It's like the size of your pinky. Long story really short, your RAS acts as like a filter for your senses, other than smell, but it's a filter for the rest of your senses. And there is a massive, almost incomprehensible amount of, we'll call it data, okay, that we are exposed to every second of every day. Way too much to possibly take in. So your RAS it's a filter. It's like a gatekeeper to your conscious mind. It controls what you notice, what data actually gets to you. Here's how it works. Last summer, Lauren and I started having conversations about buying a new car, right? We both agreed that we thought 4-door Jeeps were really, really cool. So we started looking at 4-door Jeeps online. We went to a dealership to check one out. We started talking about how perfect they would be for like carrying our surfboards around on our bikes, and we got all excited. Well, guess what happened? We started seeing 4-door Jeeps everywhere, like everywhere. It was ridiculous. It was like every other car we saw was a 4-door Jeep. Now, were those Jeeps always there? Of course they were. We didn't manifest these Jeeps, right? Our thoughts didn't create highways full of 4-door Jeeps. But our RAS did what it's evolutionarily designed to do. Okay, and so all of a sudden we're noticing what was always there, but we never seemed to notice because you can't notice all things at all times. Now, let's kick this back to you and your business. What do you spend the majority of your time thinking about, like day in, day out? Are you waking up in the morning and like you immediately check your phone and you spend the first hour and a half or 2 hours of your day replying to emails, which leads you to being in reactive mode all day long, which leads you to feeling and thinking that there's just not enough time in your day, right? And that you're always so damn overwhelmed that there's just no time to get into any of the long-term, big picture things you need to do to really grow your business. Or are you obsessed with your success? Right? Do you spend your time obsessing over where to find bigger deals, how to free up time so you can figure out ways to add higher value leads to your pipeline? Are you focused on what you do right, all the good things you already have, all the progress that you've made since you started your career? Or are you focused on what's wrong, what you don't have, what's missing? Okay, because your RAS is going to do what it's there to do, meaning it's going to filter in more of what you're focused on. So understand that what you think about, it's a choice. So choose carefully, okay? And know that you can call this magic. You can call it the law of attraction, the universal law of frequency, right? I just call it the law of how shit just seems to work. Now, can't you? You can see that on a t-shirt, right? The law of how shit works. Maybe not the catchiest of slogans, I'll give you that. Now, that's it for me, guys. I hope you got a lot out of this video. If you are thinking of hiring a performance coach, remember, head on over to doublemygci.com. You fill out that 3 or 4 question form on there. You'll get a link to my calendar. You'll book a free Double Your GCI Zoom call with me. Again, there's no obligation on that call to hire me or anything like that. There's no high-pressure sales tactics. I will help you out like I've done so for dozens and dozens of my real estate clients. And if you get a lot from our call, which I know you will, and if you want to discuss what it's like to work with me, then we can have that conversation, but that's entirely up to you. Again, head on over to doublemygci.com, and I will talk to you soon.